Hello and welcome back to another episode of Verification of Schrodinger's Cat with Doomepitaph. So, I messed up. Yesterday I felt like continuing to stream for as long as I could. However, YouTube doesn't allow for streams of over 12 hours. So it cut me off at 11 hours, 55 minutes. The more you know. So, I'm just going to do, well, this is really just a short, update of the situation. We also crashed yesterday. It was a strange crash. It happened after coming out of a loading screen. You think you'd crash during a loading screen? Having loading issues? But no, the loading screen was done, and then I guess an event failed to trigger and we had a crash. I thought that's where the yesterday's stream stopped, but actually it stopped much earlier. It stopped at the beginning of Edgeworth's stream. So I'm gonna have to play through the entire game again on my alts, get back to that point, start streaming next next stream from the start of the Jetty stream that it will be. And I'll probably pick up back with Edgeworth once we've finished the missing content with Jetty. Oh damn. Yeah, unexpected. Off we go on my caster alt. Like, you don't ever upgrade stats in this game, so technically every character is every class. So there's that. But I guess I like the idea of having a female caster and a male large giant sword wielder. I don't know. It's the cliched trope, but it's, yeah, you know, sometimes cliches are charming. Apparently, there's an insulating tonic. Consumables. So we're back in the really early game. Yeah, I just feel like playing a bit of my, just feel like streaming more of it. But when I looked up how far, well, I mentioned it yesterday. I was like, oh, I don't know how long YouTube will let me stream, so I kind of want to keep going, but I'm worried. And I called it. It doesn't allow you to stream for an infinite amount of time. I think Lobos, to just put an example out there, a streamer I enjoy on the regular. To put an example out there, he has videos of really long times. I think he he's able to do that because he imports them from somewhere else. So you can probably upload longer than 12 hours. But you cannot stream for longer than 12 hours is long. That'd be ridiculous. Besides, it does allow for streaming a new stream while it's still rendering your old stream or processing your old stream. So I should probably just, when I'm closing in on, to be conservative, let's call it a 10-hour mark. When I'm closing in on the 10-hour mark, I should just end the stream there, and if I feel like carrying on, I could just start a new stream. And while it's processing the old stream, the new one will properly load. And I know this works because I've had crashes on games that I've streamed, and I've just started streaming straight again because it was too short of a stream. I didn't feel like stopping, so. And I was worried that starting a new stream while the old stream is still processing and rendering and, processing itself on YouTube, starting a full new stream would mess with that process. But it doesn't. You can finish its stream and then start a new stream, and then the old one will be processing in the background while the new one is being, being weird, whatever. Maybe I just see things more complicated than they actually are. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Somehow I just managed to completely lose touch with the parry timing. In the cathedral, I was hardly able to parry anything. I should really... Yeah, I should really re-figure this out. Okay, so 1, 2. It's pretty quick. But, like, the reaction time of me after they initiate a quick attack is pretty slow, so I have to take that into account. I have to see things coming sooner in advance. Wow, yeah, no way I'm parrying these jokers. Ooh.
We should probably start by attacking the tail.
Go, go, go. Use it or lose it. We lost it, never mind. Oh no, just too late. Actually, the avoidance playstyle is probably really fun. You'll get a lot of those crazy juggle finishers if you know, if you have equipped those passives that increase your chance, or like increase the amount of focus build-up per dodge. If you have that stuff equipped. Alright, that was very forgiving. Very forgiving time. Awesome.
Wait, that's...
Oh, hello. Really? Oh. You know, speedrunning this game is gonna be very tricky. Very tricky, because there's super important key items just lying around, like in just like simple places like this. This is just, and I'm pretty sure there's an important aspect. What would you call it? A spec?
Take care of whatever's concerning you.
I mean, I watched someone's review of the game recently, and in their footage they had picked up the hunter spec in this zone, and it was just lying somewhere. It was just an item lying in the middle of an alleyway, or just like, imagine an item sticking out of the window of this car, just in this car. Pick it up. It's like, you have unlocked your character's second main ability. It's like just some huge game-changing thing is just lying in the most inobvious of places. Oh, Hunter. This is it. Hunter Vestige Core. Yeah. Well, at least it looks important, seeing as it's got the red clothes with. You guys are asking to be backstabbed. Yeah. Take it. Accept your punishment.
Did you pick up something you can use?
I am looking forward to playing through the entire game again. However, yeah, you saw the playtime on my main character. It is 24 hours. So you cannot get through this game quickly. Or it's going to take... It would take a lot of effort to learn by heart all the item locations and shit. Please. No, I'm gonna need a rest. I can feel it. Oh yeah. Be ready. Revive me again. Oh wow, we're getting framey in here. I need a Firestorm-esque ability. Hold on. Did the ambush troops join in on the gauntlet? I think they did. The dog needs to go, man, the dog. He's the big one. He's the chaser who keeps killing me. Dude, what? Back from the brink. You're still alive, really? Louis, get your rest ready. I might need it. Look at him kicking all the ass.
Hold the side of the fire. I knew you could do it.
Sweet.
It's open.
Bardish. Extension factor. Sweet. Ka-ching.
You can't regenerate? Let's consider heading back.
Good idea, Louis. I will consider it. Where did we come from?
Crossroads. Well,
Also,
what will it be?
that vendor that I keep mistakenly thinking has disappeared, I don't think he disappeared. I think he's just sitting in a place that I don't remember where he was sitting. Whoosh. Actually, when you get Louis' aspect, look at that aspect. Things easier. Louis' aspect is a very fast casting spell. Louis has been defeated. I will never forget your sacrifice. Nice. All the items. Yeah, when you get his aspect, you actually get access to another spell early on. The stun fire. It comes out really quick. It costs 1 less than your firebomb attack from the mage class, but it's probably a lot weaker. I think its main benefit is the speed at which it comes out. It doesn't leave enemies a large opening to smite you, which is nice. And it's a separate cooldown to use, so you can use this spell and that spell. Actually, how am I... Oh. Yeah, I must have already mastered Phantom Assault from Louis. Yeah, I was probably in Prometheus Spec for a short while, mastering Firestorm. Very, very quick to master. I guess, like, the things you unlock early game have a quick mastery time. Last playthrough I forgot to talk with the Shang Tsung, the vendor I lost in my main playthrough. I forgot to talk with him again. If you talk with him again, and there he is, Rune City. No. If you talk with him again, yeah, I believe I thought that he was near the place where you fight the boss in the previous area, but he's actually here. Yeah, I didn't talk to him enough last time, and he actually gives you a quest to go and defeat something. I don't remember what, or to go and do something. I forget. Probably kind of important. Come back, Louis. Yeah, those gauntlets are no joke, man. Absolutely devastating. Yeah, I've put it down as a comment on my first 2 streams. I've got a couple of gripes with the game, actually, so far. And in case you haven't read it or seen it, because it's on the previous streams, my gripes so far, and I've got it written down here. The inability to turn off or on the cloak visual, is one of the main gripes I've got. Like, we've got this cloak we're wearing now, but it completely covers our character's aesthetic that we worked so hard on to craft in the character creator. And actually, even though a lot of cloaks are very minimal in covering your character, some good cloaks really completely take over, and then you're like, okay, this is a cool looking cloak, but it messes up the character creation that you've done. They put so much effort in. You've got these really cool creations you can make, and then it's completely cluttered sometimes with a cloak. I find it a shame, you know. The ability to turn off or on the visibility of cloak would have been cool. And you could have it, you could set it that when you start using a drain attack, that the cloak just appears, it manifests, and then you get the proper animation. And then when you've finished, it just poofs, it disappears again. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's it messes with the character's visual. The long loading times is another one. Not being able to... You can customize your character's appearance while you're mid-game, but you can't customize the basic appearance. So those presets, you can't just load one of the presets. It really is like you have to start tweaking every little aspect of your character. So yeah, moving forward from a very strong preset is probably the only thing a character creator noob like me would be able to do to craft a new character. So yeah, I am kind of locked in my appearance because yeah, I can only customize, change things that are already here. The preset characters don't stay. Oh really? I didn't know you were speaking. Oh, little ambush. Huh, didn't even notice. Yeah, so there's that. And then... not being able to change your helper from the missile is annoying, because if you run into a situation where your helper is useless, like running around on Orlando with Mia instead of Yakumo, that kind of situation, where she gets her ass kicked by the first heavy who appears and dies, while Yakumo can take like 2 or 3 heavies solo. Having to go through 2 loading screens going back to the hub just to change characters is kind of annoying, especially because I don't think it's that ridiculously difficult to load in a character. I mean, your character dies, you just touch the missile and they come back to life, so I think you should be able to change character at missile. Sure, if you go to base it makes roleplay sense, but it's not very practical. And long loading times, of course. So really it's really just the character customization thing. Well, that's just, yeah. You could also just make a good character from the get-go. It's my fault for not putting in the time. So I really just have those 3 main gripes. The annoyance of changing partner, the long loading times, and really that's just the long loading times. Yeah, the partner swapping. If you fix the long loading times, I wouldn't care to teleport back to the Nexus to swap partner. So yeah, it really just is. You can scratch that swap partner thing, because if you get the long loading times sorted, then the swap partner thing wouldn't be an issue. It's the short loading time to go back to Nexus, the hub, everything is solved. So yeah, what is it? Like, turning cloaks on and off for visibility and the long loading times are really my main gripes. So really, you can boil it down to 3 main gripes.
Thought that would fool us?
Yeah. Who do you think you are? The end? What do you get? Oh yeah, that's right.
Something we can use?
I usually use these guys to charge up on Icar. You scum. This guy always likes to start off with that Molotov hit. Uh-oh. That damage though. How much damage did it do? Is it just our low health that makes it seem like a lot of damage? We don't gain resistances for leveling up, so what's the deal?
Shouldn't attack them all at once.
No.
You're in serious danger. Right on top.
Oh well. Hobarts. Damn Hobarts. I can never figure them out.
Crossroads. Well, which way will it be?
Left this time. Oh jeez, oh boy. I should probably do this. Yeah, the non-heavy weapon playstyle is going to be weird for me with these groups of enemies with the great ultra sword. You just do a spin to win attack and everything just dies, or you stagger everything and you can keep swinging. And it's got a decent amount of horizontal movement, so you can often just swipe through loads of enemies and stagger them at the same time as killing them with this light weapon style. Here's where it will shine though, against the heavies, being able to take them on from a distance. Though, like... Oi! That was a perfectly timed parry, and you know it. Stupid enemy. Shooter.
You okay? Is your regeneration
Great.
level all right?
Doing amazing for magic, doing terrible for healing items. No. Yes. Come here, doggy. Did that miss, really? No. Seems strange. Okay. Careful. Gotcha. Probably should upgrade the weapon a little bit. I want to move fast, but this game is like not speed runnable for me. Impossible. Boom. Yeah, all the shield guys should be considered, like, ignore that parry, just go and backstab them. They are very, holding up their shield really locks them into their forward,
That's quite valuable. Let's use
forward
it well.
facing. Okay, this was something that I was curious about. Oh. Doggy. Yeah, this place I was curious about if it was locked off to us on our last playthrough or not. Oh, it wasn't. I came this way last time just so late in the game. Or like, when they made us go further onto that like cocoon we could see in the distance, that's when I came this way. Last time, yeah, I went right into the Majula well first. I had no idea this place even existed. Ooh, holy hell. Yeah, that feels good. It's got a weird... Ow! Damn you.
No more healing? Just don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah, the drain attack has this weird feedback to it, where your screen will flash, your controller will shake, and it's almost like you took a hit. That's what the feedback's like.
Terrible in a city this big.
Hello? Backstab, wait, what happened? Oh, that's not backstab. How about that? That's kind of like a backstab.
Take this!
It seems like the magic playstyle also requires an awful lot of melee combat to happen. Like you can't just hold back and, like with the bayonet, sit there and shoot, 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 fireball, 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 shoot, 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 and then go do a couple of melees, come back and shoot, 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 shoot. No, you have to do like 20 enemy kills with melee, and then you like have your stuff back. Maybe the drain. What does it say? Drain rating? Maybe the drain rating's got something to do with how much you get out of enemies. Oddly enough, this thing says it's got a good drain rating. The Queenslayer Greatsword was doing a stupid amount of drain. Every time I was hitting anything it gave me like 2 points back, maybe more. The Bardiche is better drain. Huh. Oddly enough, in the defense value there's also a drain rating, so what is up with that? Does that mean enemies have like Ichor as well and they can drain it from you?
That's it. Watch your step here.
Hey, don't ignore me. Really?
They're acting as slave drivers. Is that what they used
Hey.
to be?
Why am I even a caster if I can't even hit you from this range? Yeah, go get him. Come on.
That horizontal thorn. You've exceeded my expectations.
I wonder, can we go that way already?
Wait, that's...
Wow. I wonder if you can like sequence break like that. There's got to be a barrier to stop us from going that way at some point. Maybe the difficulty just gets too high and they expect you to turn back because of that reason? There's got to be something blocking us from going that way, because that's like not where the story asks us to go right now. Okay. That's a range skill, I think. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. That's 5 drain. Oh, come on. Yeah, the bayonet focus uppercut is not very good. It comes out way too slow. It's basically this attack, like fall back very far, and then it's a counter attack. It's kind of like a counter attack uppercut. So, but the thing is, your focus bar is only full for a few seconds, so you really need something more direct, like now. That's not even a fast uppercut. Still, it's faster than this. Yeah, if you have to wait for the enemy attack to come out, you're probably gonna just run out of focus. A fragrant tea.
The parking garage. That was a pretty long loop.
Oh no, we killed my favorite framing enemies. Oh. I know there's something here.
I'll have to take good care of that.
Another hunter vestige.
Climb up from here.
Oh right. Yeah, I'm not gonna stream for very long. I'm just gonna play however long I feel like an hour probably, something like that. Not too super long. This is really just a short intermission. So yeah, hopping on this alt Jehuty, proxy Jehuty.
Good. Found some missile.
Replaying the whole thing up to where we got last time. Beyond that ridiculous city, that crazy Anor Londo, new and improved Anor Londo, getting through that thing, that monstrosity, and then get to where we left off last time. I can't believe it, limiting us to only 12 hours. There you. Not the best attack. Oh yeah? He's getting his ass kicked. This is an interesting playstyle. Actually, I've got a feeling that it has, the caster style has got probably a severe weakness. If you're gonna, like, you need those backstabs and the drains. There they go, the framing boys. Keep on framing. Look at him go, look at that. That's like those old, like, computer flash animations. Do 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 do. That is so cool. I love it. My favorite view of the game. Yeah, I'm worried about the helper. I think eventually in the caster playstyle you have to turn back to revive your helper, because they're gonna inevitably die if you're gonna use them as a tank / meat shield. And just hang back and blast away. They're gonna need to heal very often, and they're gonna need to heal so often they're gonna eventually lose all of their Estus and die like so. So it doesn't matter how well they're playing, they'll just eventually lose all of their resource. And you'll have to go back to revive them, which will suck, because going back and resting will reset all of your shit. No, we have no buffs. All we can do is stay at a distance and blast away. But they're gonna do the same, so...
Don't lose your foot.
Oh, really? That's right. I remember. You can't pull her to us. Really, Louis? You forget to heal. You idiot. Perfectly timed. Perfect. God damn it. Well, better luck next time, I guess. I want Yakima back. Louis is getting his ass kicked.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
I won't take long. That's it.
Do we have access to Molotovs? Hey, what? You've got one of those bullshit attacks? Do that, man. Wow. That attack is reminiscent. Louis, where's Louis? What are you doing? That attack is reminiscent of Demon Souls basic hollows. Those annoying little glass cannons with the broken swords. They do nothing to you, but every now and then they've got that stupid little jumping slashy attack where it'll nail you for like 20 hits of damage. Completely one-shot you. Or like combo you out. Pah. I'm glad you only lose the blood after your attack comes out. 160. We're alright, don't worry about it. That's kind of crazy that you can do that twice. Louis, are you okay? Louis got defeated as well? It's gonna take a few attempts, but you know, once we get the big one down, we'll be able to carry on. A little bit of a roadblock here.
Back with us?
I'm really just trying to satisfy my curiosity. I want to know how far in this direction we can go until they're gonna block us from progress. Can we tackle the game in a different sequence? Now we were all of a sudden too reliable, Louis. Missed me. Good job, Louis. Well done.
Really packed in here, huh? One problem solved, huh? Watch your step here. Watch out for this.
Okay, cool. Oh, maybe we can actually take out these rangers.
Not good enough.
Before tackling the big one. Really, you're still alive? And now you just moved out of range. You sneaky. He's hiding behind the other one. Oh my god, they're getting smarter.
That's
Ah. Ooh.
not good enough.
Oh.
Alright. We know what to do.
Oh yeah. New strategy discovered. And into a backstab. Wow. We're doing much better this time.
You're avenged.
Okay.
Did you pick
Did
up
it?
something we can use?
Yeah, that from the left little sweep attack she does always gets me. It just comes out way too quick.
Watch
Never
your
see it
step.
coming.
I'll have to take good care of that.
Hunter Vestige D. I wonder how you're doing for vestiges at this point. Prometheus, A, C. I think A and B need combining and C and D. But Hunter Vestige A, B, C and D are all obtainable, and here's a Hunter Vestige core. So in this level you find the Hunter Vestige core and you obtain all parts of the Hunter Vestige upgrade situation, like straight up at this
Looks like
point.
we've got some trouble.
No, I'm sure. So before even heading down the pit of Medulla, the code vein Medulla as well, there's got to be something blocking our way now. Yeah, they've got to have something.
Be careful of that enemy.
Oh, oh no. Oh yeah. Ooh, heal. Maintain. We made it so far. Yeah. Starting to get good again. To recover good. Watch out, Louis. Getting your ass kicked. We're fine. Yeah, maybe the barrier to get through here is just the difficulty level. Maybe they're expecting you to not be able to get through here.
Watch your step here.
But I'm so curious whether you can or not.
That's it. This type can be rather problematic.
Oh yeah? Oh, try this one on for size.
Are we done?
I do like the idea of them stopping you progressing just from the difficulty alone. It would be very Dark Souls-esque. With the whole graveyard thing, and you can go a couple of different ways in Dark Souls. I'm gonna try the focus and backslash play with this one. Dodgy. Okay, gotcha.
Be sure you save some regeneration.
Nah. Actually, using Ichor Concentrate might be a thing to do.
What do we have here?
I'm sure on my main I've got like 500 in the bank. What is this? The Nightglow +1. Willpower C. Okay. Mind. As a ranged caster, mind isn't that important. That's for light spells. So it's got D and E+ on the melee, though Dexterity A is okay. We might be the weapons we use are probably scaling Dex, Mind and Willpower, so that might be okay. It's lighter as well. Ogre type Blood Veil. Traditional style. A traditional ogre. Willpower D+. Moving to C. So it's only one grade better. It looks okay though. It's fine. However, it is that stupid claw thing, which I don't like that much. Damn it. Stupid claw thing. I think I just have a aversion to the vanilla, you know? I never like sticking with the vanilla design whenever there's like different design themes. that appear in games. Oh yeah? Nice.
That's quite valuable. Let's use it well.
2 anti-venoms.
Stay alert. Don't forget to heal. This was a park, wasn't it?
Wow. Hey, item. Queen's iron. That should be a queen's steel. No freaking way, man. They let you come here so early on. We're not even supposed to be here. This is crazy. Might as well rest.
You wouldn't come back after falling down there.
Yeah, I called this, I announced this as Schrodinger's Schrodinger's cat type deal, because, well, no one will ever know if those last 3 hours of yesterday's stream even happened or not, because they're lost to the ether now. I was running around lost for so much time yesterday. It took me so long to figure out the layout of that place. I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna turn into a meme. The Anorlando 2.0, Code Veins Anorlando. It's gonna be a meme. It took me ages to get through there, and I've got a relatively good sense of direction, but man, it's gonna take people... I've seen comments like, it took me 3 hours to get through there. That was fast. I don't know how long it took me to get through there. Probably 6 hours, maybe longer. I'm sure we're going to hear stories of people taking 10 hours just to get through the Code Vein Anorlando.
That statue.
Where's the button? Let me press the button already. Come on.
There's a boy who had been enslaved. Merciless rats have to get up there to lower that ladder.
Prometheus D. Prometheus A, C, and D. Okay, so if you find a Prometheus B, we've got all of Prometheus do.
On my way.
Damn, they really negate a ton of damage with their shield. Why can't I have a shield? Yeah, a really cool representation of Schrodinger's cat in anime is in Hellsing OVA? Is it called OVA? Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, like the regular Hellsing series, I think it's 25 episodes. The Hellsing OVA completely condenses the Hellsing anime of 25 episodes into like one episode. Every episode is an hour long though, but it improves, well, I don't know, it improves upon the original series in a couple of ways. Like it gets a bit more vulgar and a bit more over the top, but visual style wise it definitely improves a lot over the original. Like there's this one scene you can easily put side by side with the original, and it's just a straight up improvement. It's the Valentine Alucard fight in the Hellsing mansion. Like if you put the original episode or like the normal anime episode side by the OVA, like damn. Oh yeah, the timing is completely different now. For the parries. Tricky attack to dodge. Prometheus
good care of
B.
that.
Okay. Wow. So actually, before even going down the Medulla well, if you completely clear out this beginner area, and I didn't even come this way. For some reason I just didn't travel down that branching path at the beginning in the alleyways that would lead you to the shortcut to the missile in the parking garage. I didn't even find that. I didn't know it existed. I didn't go down that alleyway. But yeah, you can go all the way up to here. Even get to, like, I wonder if they're gonna block our way to the cocoon or not. Like, it's just there. We're not even supposed to be here yet. Like, they're sending us down the Medulla well. Oh, that's what I call it. But we're here. If you do come here, you can get parts for just about everything. So we've got Prometheus A, B, C, and D. And we've got Hunter A, B, C, and D. We got Hunter Core. So what does this mean? We can have like a fully upgraded Prometheus and Hunter this early on?
Is that a cocoon?
It's a coconut. We're not even supposed to be here. Can we even defeat this boss at our level? I mean, our level 1. The answer is probably no. Level 1 playthrough? I do appreciate that you could probably do a level 1 playthrough of this game.
How long until nothing but rubble remains?
What an oversight. Like, what an oversight of Bloodborne to not have a level 1 character. Waste of flesh is level 4 or something? Like, come on. You know people want to do level 1 playthroughs of Souls-likes. Okay, so, hello. Flame Spike. I probably want. Yes, another range attack. Blinding. I wonder if slow works on bosses. Active IFF. Enemies over a certain range will appear on your... within a certain range will appear on your radar. No stat requirement. Ranged impact. Temporarily increase the attack power of shots fired from weapons. Yeah, I don't know. That's like almost its own playstyle. The ranger playstyle versus the caster playstyle. I want to go caster. We'll probably have some side useful abilities and character buffs. Flame Spike, yes. Also, what's this one? Hunter Feast. Temporarily increase the drain rating of weapon attacks. For how long though? See in mind. Wow. And the Prometheus? Are we really going to unlock all of this? I wonder if we were going to get Flame Weapon. Curious. If we do... Yeah, I want to know. Because like finding all of the Prometheus thingamajigs might mean that we can get Flame Weapon this early on too. Like, it took me a while to come to this space and I may have missed some of those. Hold on your horses. I'm seeing chat pop up, but I have no chat open. Give me a moment. Oh, Speed Freak, welcome. Okay, just gonna get this situation. How far have I got? Well, apparently the last 3 hours of yesterday's stream have been lost to the void, because YouTube will only allow 12-hour streaming, or 11 hours 55 minutes. So, yeah, now I know. Don't have too much fun. It's pretty manageable though. All you have to do is take into account how long you've been going, and then like once you reach like what, 10 hours, 11 hours, end the stream, let it process. Well, you don't have to even let it process, it's all on YouTube side. PlayStation's got nothing to do with it. So then you can just end the stream and straight up start a new stream. But it is silly that you can't just do a long stream, because it almost implies that it was recorded on or streamed on a different day if you're going to make a new stream out of it. Oh well. Yeah. But it did cut off at an easy location. We were in Edgeworth's dream, which is the name of our character. We were in our own memories, our own we were in our character's memories in the battle with the Queen in the past. So that's where we left off last time. That's where the recording stopped. And that's why I'm on this new character playing through again, because yeah, if I pick up my main character and just keep playing, pretty much what I think could be one of the most important lore plot points happened in that like bit of lost footage. So I have to play to that point I got before and sort it out. So yeah, this is my female character. It's one of the basic female models. I didn't do much customization on this one. But this is Proxy Charity, my caster. So yeah, before we level up, I do want to purchase what abilities I can. Nothing needed here. Iron Will. Stagger enemies? No. Increase. I don't even know what balance is. What is balance? Inhibit. Can you block bosses from using skills with this? That would be weird. Dark, huh? Well, I don't feel like learning new abilities before we take on the boss. Binding Mark. Hunter Feast would come in handy. Increases drain rating. That would be a good buff for our character. Get some extra drain. Get more magic casts. Okay, teleport back to base. What I need to do, I guess, level up my gear a little bit and look if we can get the flame weapon buff already. Really curious about that one. But yeah, if you fully explore this, what the hell is that? A two-handed sword with a blade like an extended tooth. Made from the body of a tremendous specimen of the lost, this strange weapon has the power to unleash something like a gift when swung with maximum power. It holds a slight warmth and is rumored to itch for the taste of blood. Oh, it's like that fish man from the Akatsuki in Naruto. Whatever his name is. Probably some impossible to remember Japanese shit. Of course I'm gonna go back to my old character. It's gonna take a lot of effort to get back to where I got though. It cut off the footage after the Anolondo place, so I have to get to the point beyond Anolondo, so I'm gonna have to get through that accursed place. But hey, it was fun. And besides, it should be yeah, it should be easier to go on the second time around. Can I take you as a helper?
Hey.
Hello.
You made a good choice.
MVP. This guy can straight up solo a boss.
Thanks to everyone's hard work, I can offer new weapons. Take a...
So yeah, maybe we can get through it. I would like to upgrade all my shit. Okay, upgrade you. And again. Then also the Lost Bayonet. And also again. Alright.
Which blood veil do you want to upgrade?
Blood veil. Actually, can I purchase a blood veil?
Buying something?
Got something with good magic scaling. Willpower. C+. C and C+. I've equipped. It doesn't say. Damn. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
What is it?
Okay. Prometheus AB, CD, Hunter A, Hunter B, Hunter C, Hunter D. Huh. To repair this vestige, you must first repair binding vestiges. I see. Haha, so if I want to know the end of this story... So I have all of the 100 vestiges required, but to see the end of this story, it also requires different ones. You need Prometheus 1 and Prometheus 3. No, Prometheus 2 and Prometheus 3. But I have Prometheus 2 and 3. Yeah, I think you just straight up get Prometheus 1 at the same time as you get his core, like you see his memories. I think.
Take care.
I'll check. Do I have it? Well, I can't find it. Because there just isn't a Prometheus 1.
What is it?
A savvy evasion and a deft parry. Nope, I'm not seeing flame weapon yet. Maybe you just get it after you got these two done? I don't know. Strength index up, one hand sword mastery. Ichor strikes. Blood sacrifice and vivification. Okay, I want to know what those are. Yeah, okay, bye. Ichor strikes and vivification. Tell me what it is. Do I want it? Oh, where's vivification? It's not even showing up in here. How's that possible? Well, what's Ichor Strikes? Passive. Reduces the Ichor cost of weapon attacks while you are focused. No. Increased dexterity, blood sacrifice. Spends your own HP to gain Ichor. Depends how much. Temporary increase the drain rating of weapon attacks is what I want. Oh well. Level up 500 levels, beautiful. And then, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I was wondering if we couldn't get flame weapon already with the, what's it called? Prometheus situation, but I don't. Yeah, she does have a cool run animation. Oh yeah, I saw that Beat Saber. I put a comment on the video of my thoughts. It looks difficult. Is that like a higher difficulty doing one hand versus doing two-handed? What was that vivification though? It had a icon of the missile on it, or at least a missile-looking icon.
Okay, let's get going.
No, expert mode. Yeah, it looked very, very tricky.
Keep your eyes open on the way down.
And why is it first person view? The video, I saw another video of Beat Saber with
Bring it anytime.
with like a avatar dancing away and slashing away. Ow. No. Give me backstab. Thank you.
Got something we can use?
Yeah. Actually, why are you even in our team? When did we find you? That's crazy. I can't believe we even have access to Yakumo already. Things are getting weird.
The decision is yours.
She would be a decent opportunity to get extra Ichor, but I don't think I will. I've got Ichor Concentrate.
Is that white thing?
I could use it on the boss. It's fine. Let's go. Sequence breaking.
Let go of me!
We lost the race. Well, strength succeeds where speed fails. Wait, this place is... Hurry it up, damn wretch! Without your blood, we'll all suffer. Or didn't you think about that when you ran off?
We've actually just gotten past the first boss, and they're telling us to go down the big hole in the city. But I decided to come this way instead, because I wanted to know if they would block our progress at some point by putting like a roadblock or a barrier that we couldn't get through. But no such thing happened, so we're still here. And if we get through this one, then we're straight up already in Anor Londo. Like super sequence breaky. And we were level 1, so I don't know if we can defeat her. Ciao. Oh no! I've already gotten poisoned. Stop it. You're killing me. Oh yeah. Yakumo has soloed a boss for me before. And he can do it again. I believe in you, Yakumo. Kill this boss first. Does that do damage? Probably not. $900? Yeah, cool. I like how she can be hit during that. Ah. Oh, that thing. Easy. Easy to touch. Not even an issue. Oh no, we're out of mana though.
Generate some.
Finish her, Yakumo. Get her.
Bring it anytime.
Ooh. Right. Oh no. We haven't used anything crazy, by the way, so we also aren't in a uniquely strong situation, so this is just an attempt using nothing special. So if we die here, our next attempt will be just as strong as this one. Of course, winning would always be cool, Okay, would you, like... Is someone beating you up? could you check him out? He's there. Oh, ooh, did something. The hair! You did it, Yakumo. MVP. Last stream, I mean yesterday, in part of the lost footage, he straight up soloed a late or mid-game boss for me.
Where's the girl?
He's ridiculous. He's too strong.
Answer me!
He needs nerf.
Where did you take her?
We're taking custody of the girl.
That human belongs to us. We will take her back.
Humans aren't property. They have
Skip.
the same right to live.
Bye-bye. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't already have access to Anor Londo. We first have to go through the foothills, or whatever it's called. Missile is activated, so I guess we can teleport there if we want.
Deeper inside. Let's go in after her.
Okay. This is so weird. We're not supposed to be here yet. I think we're not supposed to be here.
Okay. We can trace the flow of the blood beads from here. Just a sec. Give me a moment to finish this, then we can head out.
Like he's now using an ability that there's like this cutscene that you're supposed to see much sooner, where he says,
is this way.
I think I have the ability to
This should get
do
us there.
such and
We
such.
set? Alright then.
Let's look for the
I know you're there.
let's look for the blood spring.
What are you?
Stay back! I'm the one who decides how I live. I won't listen to you anymore.
That's fine. Just put down the knife.
I'm sick and tired of it. Day after day, having my blood sucked by every passing revenant.
I think the cutscene is altered. I think it's
I'm
shortened
not an
slightly.
animal.
The part with the
You're
tree, you
right.
should have said a few more lines
We
more
can help
dialogue.
you.
You should have said like, hey,
I know
yes,
someone can take you to one of
the
the
lines, they all
government shelters
connect
for
in the
humans.
direction of the city.
If you ask, they'll take you in, and you'll be able to live in safety.
What?
Or maybe not.
You won't have to spend your days living in fear of revenants anymore. Although you will be asked to donate blood.
We will farm you from time to time, but it will be for the good guys you work, and not the bad guys.
I thought all revenants were the same. Sorry, baby.
Seems harsh. She's got to do what she's got to do.
Bye.
Those were set up here and there when the miasma was thin. I'm grateful to the government for that, at
This is
least.
so weird. So you can actually leave Blighttown and the fishy lady for later. You can come here first, which is cool. But it seems like a really decent haze farming spot. The Blighttown. The enemies there drop a lot of haze. Oh, here another cutscene.
This place has changed completely too.
Yeah. Seems like everything's changed since the Great Collapse. The only thing that stayed the same is our appearance. Come on. We won't find the source by reminiscing.
The source. They haven't even mentioned the source at this point.
You
There's
say
other,
something,
like... oh my god.
No.
There's other cutscenes we should have had by this point.
Is this really my
like if you go to where you're supposed to go, they like talk about, hey, I think there might be a source of this thing somewhere. Let's go try and find it. And then you go on a quest for finding these tree things, and you get much more exposition. And that's why you use that yellow stuff on the tree. Uh-oh. Come on, loading screen, you can do it. No check chat. I thought the I thought the 3D you know, the person.
Crew's awake?
She sure is. In fact, she seems to be in a pretty good mood today,
Here we go again.
Go on ahead and see her. Here's your visitation pass.
Thanks.
I must have been like already like 15 or so hours into my playthrough when I got to this point on my other save. We are kind of speedrunning. Yeah, I thought that would be like a replay mode, maybe. That after you finish the song you could choose to like replay your efforts with an avatar.
And then, what did the professor say?
He said, well, there's no cure like the obscure.
Another groaner.
I like that phrase. No cure like the obscure.
I hope the experiment ends soon. So, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Could be worse. Your sister has been taking good care of me, so don't worry. I'm the only one who can do it. And I have you and the others watching over me. So I'll be okay. Anyway, enough about that. I want to hear more of your stories from school.
This is what confused me. This is like the last time they refer to Cruz, and after that they don't talk about her anymore. But there's a new character called Aurora. So Louis, was that Louis? Yeah, I think Louis' sister Karen was also looking after Cruz, and some of these people are doctors. So yeah, it's just like a coincidental connection that this guy whose friend is gone sick is being treated by his sister, because his sister is by coincidence a nurse or doctor. So yeah, that Aurora character, I don't know how she fits in, but at some point they just stop talking about Cruz, and then Aurora starts you see Aurora with Karen. Yeah, it's weird. They stop talking about Cruz, but Cruz is like the she's a big deal, because she's the character who shows up in the beginning of the game in the like tutorial void area, and she tutorializes your character, so she seems like an all-knowing entity or some kind of big deal.
Oh, you're here early again, Louis. Is school on a break right now?
Yeah. The professors are devoting all their time to research lately. How's Cruz?
Well,
Whee!
we're having a hard time suppressing what's causing the rejection.
Helicopter mode.
Ordinarily, we wouldn't let you see it.
I see. Thanks.
Okay, let me in.
Appreciate it.
Mm.
Yeah. Why? Why does it have to be me?
Cruz, are you okay?
Ha. It is a pretty cool looking coat.
I won't give up. So stay with me.
Whee!
Please. Please. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to replay, I'm not going to let every cutscene play out, but I did want to see this one again. It's an interesting thing. Them looping around and seeing it, showing it the degeneration of the world. It's interesting. It's kind of like a descent into madness. Playable teaser for Silent Hills did the same thing. I actually own the playable teaser. It's quite rare. I think it adds value to my PS4 because Konami removed it from PlayStation Store. Because Konami's gotta be Konami, right? Let me in. Here we go again. I did mention it yesterday when we played through this, that it turns into like a horror game with blood, but the music isn't horror enough. Is that the sister Karen? Oh. Oh, hello. So what do you think of this?
I'm still not completely sure what happened back then. All I know is that when I finally came to, I was a revenant. I heard a lot of folks died then, but...
No. So it looks like Cruz was in hospital. Things didn't go right. She ended up dying, something like that. Then some cataclysm happens, and Louis is holding his sister Karen in his arms, and they're both being attacked by something. And by where we've gotten in the game so far, I can imagine it's either the Queen, or Cruz, or EO, or Eren. Is the EO clone called Eren? I forget. But actually, Eren, that's kind of a spoiler. We haven't reached that. That's part of the content. Lost to the Void. Actually, the Queen is also part of the lost content. We'll be jumping into that next stream I do, when I finally reach that point again.
It was real. A genuine memory from my past. From when the Queen... From when Cruz frenzied.
Okay, Cruz confirmed Queen.
Guess I can't really hide anything from you, huh?
Okay, well that clears that up for us. Cruz is Queen. Cool. I mean, it's a bit weird. In the tutorial, she looks a little different from when you encounter her later on. Yeah, it's not a big spoiler. We are in last stream with the bit cutoff does start us off in the old memory. In a main character old memory in the fight against the Queen. So that's a thing. Scything corpse. Yeah, the aesthetic is pretty cool in this game. There's this vampire anime that I forget the name of, but it also has this kind of aesthetic. But there's a couple of good animes that I'd say recommend kind of like vampire-esque.
Nobody would want to relive that.
With the same kind of vibe.
I couldn't stop Cruz from going into a frenzy.
Yeah, whatever.
So many-
Right. Prometheus Vestige 1. So that's where I get it. Aha. Vestige 1. What does that unlock? Is that the flame weapon? Bet you it is. So flame weapon is locked behind the poison butterfly boss. Yeah, there it is. Flame weapon requires Vestige 1. I mean, it says it on there. Eternal Blade Dance. Vestige 4. 48,000. An enhanced version of Blade Dance. Increases attack power when you dodge enemy attacks. Ooh. Cool beans. Well, there are some decent caster items to pick up in this level, so it's pretty cool how you can come here as early as I'm being here. But it's, I think it is kind of ridiculous how powerful Yakumo is. Like, he needs to be nerfed. He can straight up one-shot. He can straight up solo bosses for you. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you do a level 1 playthrough, you'd probably rely on Yakumo for soloing shit for you, because you just like hang back and, I don't know, maybe pick a buff build which you can buff him with defensive shit.
Let's pin down the source. Oh, what is that? Bring it any time.
Hmm.
You have to take whatever you can use.
If you come here early on, you do have a lacking of healing, because you've got just 5 Estus flasks. I don't know where the second upgrade shows up at, but we've only got 1 upgrade, or 1 increased. Damn. That's stupid. But then either I've missed some Estus flash shards somewhere, it was hidden really well. I don't know. I think you start off. What do? You start off with 4 or 3?
Choose our path. Just go with your gut.
I don't know. I forget how much you start off with. But you seem to find them really early on. You find a couple of them and then you never find them again. The Estus flask increases. So even in our main save of 25 hours into the game, I've got just 6 Estus. And on this character, which I've played for like an hour or 2, I've got 5. So that's 1 less. It's just 1 less Estus than our account that's 25 hours in on this 2-hour-old account. It's weird. It's really weird how you know, maybe I've just missed a couple. Who knows? We should probably spec to a different.
There now, so you don't regret it later.
Yeah. I'll be this build. There's a couple of, there's 1 or 2 spells that I want to master. Ranged impact. Are you passive? No, are you buff? Well, yeah, I want the flame spike. Yeah. Actually, get out of here. Good. That'll do. And sure. What is this? Sure, I also want that. Cool. And maybe that too. Yeah. Well, you have to equip. The abilities in the spec that you're in to master the abilities. So even if you never use the abilities, pretty much everything in a spec levels on kill. So just equip what needs mastered from your spec, kill shit with whatever, and then the abilities will be mastered. It's kind of a weird system. I thought the Destiny trailer was real cool. Destiny looks like a very cool game. The aesthetic especially I appreciate. It's got that very like otherworldly, different dimension feel to it, which I like. I always appreciate that.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Good question. I don't know.
Don't fall here.
This way.
Great job finding this path.
Yeah, it seems you can go like 2 different ways. Oh, bye. Easy.
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
Broadsword. Nah, not good. We're gonna find a coat, which is real good for caster, but it again like completely takes over your appearance. Unfortunately. Oh no. Bunch of nasties all over the place. That's not bad. Ooh yeah. Backstab please. The backstab sweet spot is very tricky to find. Oh well, we can go further down this way. What? How far? How deep is the rabbit hole? Okay, just checking. Right, that's like... yeah, nothing special. This is the way to go. Probably. You. What's that one cost ability we've got equipped? Active IFF. I appreciate that only costs 1. So we turn this on, and then it shows enemies... well, how does this work? Enemies with within a certain range appear on your radar.
Time to head on up.
Okay. For how long? Like forever? That does seem like a pretty good ability if you're gonna be like a ranger. Glass cannon.
Moving out.
He's within a certain range. Let's use it over here and see if he shows up. If an item, an X shows up on the map, but that could be an item. Normally X's are items. Dude. There. It is a bit.
That's a real gem.
So they really have to be like kind of close. Yeah, they have to be close. That's a shame. Whee! Oh my god.
Here's your ground well.
If you're playing this game, you probably want to always have the wiki open on a side page with like you want the extra like location page open and have like a checklist of all the items that appear in the zone. And really, these zones are so ridiculously, the levels are so crazy designed, you probably want to just make sure that you manage to find those few important items you really want or need, and then just like get the hell out. If you want to, you know, if you're playing the game on another build or something. Because damn, it's takes a long time to get through and find all the secrets. Okay, so we've been there. I don't even know if we've been everywhere. Why there's some red? There seem to be white and red ladders on your map. Is a red ladder just a ladder you haven't ever used yet? Oh, you're an enemy. I keep trying to go for backstabs and failing. Because you weren't a red ladder, you were just an enemy on top of the ladder.
Healing doesn't look too good. Don't take any chances.
I will take all the chances. You can't stop me.
Don't fall here.
Damn it. Oh sweet, I've already mastered a bunch of stuff.
No harm in being prepared.
The claw is actually a pretty good parry weapon. The different cloaks have different like parry timings, and the cloak seems to be like the parry shield of Dark Souls. It's got like the quickest, look at that, just like, you almost press it the moment of impact. It's much closer to the moment of impact than the other cloaks it seems, which is easier to use. Nothing down here? Just a distraction.
Not an ideal battleground.
Go, meat shield.
You're out of healing? Going home's always an option.
No, we're not going home. We're gonna find the next missile. Wow. Way too slow. Oh shit. We can still keep going. He hasn't lost much health. He can still rest me a bunch of times. Boom. Backstab off the cliff.
There's a whole herd of them.
Bless me. Oh no. What? What did so much damage? Ah, I guess when you rest you don't get that much health back. I think I'm gonna run through this zone, and after we deal with the boss, I'm gonna call it a stream. I'm just amazed at how you can come to this place before you're supposed to. Just gonna run past everything. Do well, Yakumo. Don't get lost. Oh, we haven't been here before. Oh shit. No, no, no. Oh, look at the fountain pen. Oh shit. I know there's a drop down there. Oh no. Tell me this is the bonfire. Nah. Caster cloak. Nice. Regen activator. Very much don't really need that yet. Again. Yeah, I know, I'm getting greedy.
Oh, you're up again.
Enemies chase you to a ridiculous length in this game. Like, I remember in Anor Londo we had that challenge. The gauntlet. We activated the gauntlet and I didn't want to fight it. And then I ran back halfway through the level and then somehow the enemies managed to reach me. I don't know how they got over the ladders. I don't know how they managed to reach me, but they did. I think to some extent you might be able to run past, but not completely. Oh yeah. What?
No harm in being prepared.
And here's still another path we can take. I remember getting a bit lost here last time. Yeah, you're dead. You are dead. Here's where we died. You. Tough cookie.
Got something we can use?
Yakuma's overpowered. He really is overpowered. Ah. Useful? I don't know.
Enemies. Bring it any time.
Oh shit. Don't. Trying to knock me off the cliff. Yeah, that's death. Oh yeah, the factor. I haven't used it yet.
Fighting here would be a bad idea.
Eee. Not ideal. Oh, never mind. We win.
No harm in being prepared.
A speedrun of this game would look interesting, I think. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Stop it. Stop it. Screw you. Yeah, those are tough enemies, man. What the hell? actually got some decent range for drain. What? Too much damage.
Well.
There's probably no reason to be going back. We should be heading forward. And we dropped down there. We shouldn't have. Am I gonna find my way back? Ooh. This could be bad.
Bring it any time.
The missile is nearby. There's something, there's a ladder up here. Probably a drop down. Get out of here. Nope. Ignore. Hey. Checkpoint reached. Oh, yeah, we're screwed. Woo! Oh? Nice one, Yakumo. What the hell? We managed to defeat that shit. That's ridiculous. I still got a bunch of ichor. Might as well farm some stuff right here.
Let's take it to Davis.
Yoink, yoink, yoink. Of course it is.
Ship is stuck on that thorn.
The ship stuck on the thorn? Yeah. Interesting detail. It is stuck on that thorn. And so is that one. Oh wait, now he's stuck on a cliff. There's a thorn through him though. Oh, we're pretty much through the zone almost. There was something I wanted to check out last time. I wondered if you could just purchase items from the shop once you've gotten past a certain point in the level. And I think I should check that out with this alt. It would be a good idea. I know there's probably a couple of weapons you find here. This Zweihander, broadsword. Ooh, I don't know. I may have already picked them up. Not sure if we found everything, but we found something. Yeah, I'll check it out later. I think we're pretty close to the end. Maybe not. Checkpoint. And here's the boss, and here's also where you unlock Mia. So you could go through Valley of Defilement with Mia if you want. Okay, teleport. And now we just want to find out if the items we didn't pick up in this world, if they appear in the shop, or if we have to actually find the item and they just sell you all the items you found, just in case you sell them by accident or whatever. The difficulty of this game, well, this is just like, if you run past everything in a Souls game, it looks easy, but it's not easy if you play it normally. You play by room, clearing out all the enemies, picking up all the items, and eventually you'll run out of healing, just like you do in Dark Souls, and you have to turn back and pick the bonfire just to recover healing items. If you run through a Souls game, it looks like an extremely quick game. It's like go back to Dark Souls 1 and just run past every enemy, do like speed run. It's extremely speed runnable, you know, you can run past every enemy, and if you know where the good soul resource items are lying, you can just pick up those and level up using those. You can min-max the whole thing out. I'd say it depends on the enemies. Some enemies are really tough to deal with, others are easy to deal with. There's quite a lot of, you have a lot of tools at your disposal to deal with the enemies though. You can guard, evade, backstab, parry.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks to everyone's hard work, I can opt.
Okay.
Buying something?
Bardish, heavy axe. Heavy axe. Sell.
Got something to sell?
I have the heavy axe. Yeah, if she ever sells anything that I've not picked up yet, then I'll know that's something, you know. Queenslayer Thorn, Raven Fatigues, Queenslayer Claw, Night Claw. Okay, so claws, fatigues. Okay, buy Raven Fatigues, Rebel Thorn, Queenslayer Thorn. Okay. Nightclaw, Queenslayer Claw. Yeah, no. I figured out how the shop works. Whenever you find an item in the world, she'll start selling it. So if you do run through a zone and you don't pick up a good weapon, you will never be able to get it at the store. The store only sells duplicates of items you have, and it sells it in different colors. So what color do we want? I think the original color is pretty cool. Okay, mind C+, mind willpower B+. That's what we're looking for. A good willpower. B+, very strong. So how about upgrade equipment?
Which blood veil do you want to upgrade?
I would like to upgrade... Oh wait, they give you Raven Fatigues +3, fully upgraded? That's good. Huh. And what improves? Dark, light, and physical. Hard to say if scaling improves because they don't show it.
Oh, okay.
We don't need you. Raven Fatigues. Okay, weighs a little bit more. It's... wow. It's got a good drain rating. Look at that. Plus 0.33. It's a lot of extra drain. And it's B plus scaling in willpower. Willpower is like dark magic in this game, which is what we're using. So yeah, the next boss is gonna get his ass kicked. Sure, level up. Catching. Inherit and acquire, don't care. How about... yeah. Alright, we were in Hunter to master abilities. Oh, it's not mastered yet. Damn it. Yeah, I'd like Flame Spike for the boss, please. Almost mastered. I guess we have to go back and kill like 1 or 2 enemies, then it'll be mastered and I can go back to my caster spec. I like a better weapon, melee weapon, but can't have everything you want. I think there might be a good caster weapon in this area, but... Frozen Seabed. That's where we need to go. Queen's Titanium. That's like Titanite chunk. A special mining developed with the help of the Queen. A special mineral developed with the help of the Queen. It contains a small amount of the Queen's blood and sheds a pale light after absorbing revenant or lost blood. Patterns etched with the light can be used to greatly enhance equipment. It beats with a deep something something. Okay, we're looking more like a caster now. Alright.
Another day together.
Willpower C. What's the best willpower weapon I have?
Make sure you're good and set before we go.
This is no willpower, so this was Does it show like dark and light damage? No, it doesn't. I just know that if we're going to be fighting the boss, when I'm not punching him in the face, I'll want to equip the gun, just so we get more scaling on our spell damage. Spell damage scaling is based off of your equipped weapon and your equipped coat. So this thing's got C scaling. This one's got no scaling, no extra damage. And the Raven Fatigues have B+ scaling. I think Raven Fatigues are the best spell coat you find, like, period. I don't think there's anything better. I haven't found anything better yet for casting. I need you to die so I can master my magic. Die, please. Next. Ow! You're killing me. Stop it. Hey, we mastered it. Great. And that's the damage we're doing in Hunter Spec. So what are we to change when we go to Caster Spec? Hunter Spec has B+ willpower. Caster Spec also B+ willpower. Never mind. It's the same. Actually, why would I even go back to Caster Spec if the willpower scale? We lose so much on pretty much everything going back to Caster. Specialized and powerful attack type gifts. Look at all those negative numbers. What the hell? Weapon 2's mobility goes to quick. Maybe because of the weight increase? Yeah, Hunter can carry less weight, apparently, than Caster. So you've got a chance of improved mobility, but look at all those negative stats. Like, no? Let's just stay in Hunter. What the hell? Yes, this boss doesn't know what's gonna hit him. But first, before taking on the boss, I would like an easy extra magic, please. Hello, Mr. Easy Extra Magic. Give you a little poke. Loink. Okay, ignore me now. Just ignore me. Don't mind me. Bye. Good. I'm gonna check my action bars. Okay. Oh, he better not be following us. Nah, looks like he's going back to his regular position on the map. Can I just go back and backstab him again? That would be insane. Okay, what have I got then? Flame Spike 4, 5, 2. Nah, it's fine. I don't see anything useful that I could use instead. So I'm just gonna have my bars as they are. And yeah, this is like this is weird that it's in a bind to an arrow key, but it is my strongest attack, so I do have to think before I use it. What else is here? Nothing. Not really. No. I think I thought he was an easy boss last time I fought him, so he should be... Ooh, hold on. Let's try and stab that enemy again. And then fight the boss. Oh, he's not back to normal.
Moving out.
Bam. Come Yakumo, don't lose your buffs on this Joker. He lost his buffs on that Joker. Whatever. I'm still buffed with his thing, so... You did it again. You're wasting your skills. Let's just go. Yeah, it's an interesting... The drain system is very interesting. It's got some cool mechanics. I think there's a slight issues that might pop up with the caster build. Is that you're going to start off extremely... It's going to be like a World of Warcraft mage, where when you're full on mana and you start a battle, you're going to be ridiculously powerful because you have all of your mana and you can cast all your stupidly high cost mana shit against the enemy and do some killer damage. But when you're you're going to be like almost useless at that point, and you're going to have to do like mana recovery skills, and your DPS will slow down to a creep at that point. What? What is that? Where did you come from? Yakumo, help! Help me! No! You're not doing your job, Yakumo. Bad tank. Bad. Look what you made them do.
I knew this would happen.
Come here and die. Not you. You. Damn boss is absorbing the bullshit. He's up to something. Boom. That's a good damage. Ah, damn you. I know you guys have a backstab. Oh, I'm understanding the mechanics of the fight a bit more now. Oh, I see. Yeah. There's something I didn't get. Get out of here. All these stupid body blockers getting in the way of everything. He's wrested me so often already, it's ridiculous. So the boss summons crystals, which spawn enemies eventually if you leave the crystals alive.
Hey, you okay?
Kinda don't want to waste my magic on him now. You. Stop it. Get out of here, Crystal. Doing it again, huh? Just can't get enough of those crystals? Perfect time to drain. Get drained, sucker. Ow.
How's this?
What's he doing? He's up to something. Damn, I wasted that spell. That does like nothing when he's in this state. Maybe I can drain. I can drain. Ow. Ooh, you can roll through it forwards. Oh, damn. Not a good time to heal. Oh no. That comes out deceptively fast. I have to learn how to. I have to learn the timing on his axe slash. I think I can deal with him though. I'm learning some about the fight. Like I shouldn't use my strongest spell to clear out his shards he crafts because they're pretty weak. I can easily cast a weak spell like this one and then just hit it a few times. Here we go again. Weak spell. Problem solved. No, I still got most of my magic left to do. Whoops, wrong button. Most of my magic left. If I cast the right magic. Oh, he's up to something. Drain. Oak.
How's this?
Oh no, I missed. Buddy? You interrupted him? Nice. Okay, when he's on his hands and knees, you definitely don't want to hit him with anything too important. Good time to drain a little bit, because you can still get drains, but you're not going to do much damage to him. Okay, hit me with that bullshit. I'm prepared. Out of range? No, in range. Cool. He's attacking Yakumo with the creep. Oh, I didn't time it. I was prepared for it, but like, it comes out so quick. Gotcha. Oh, that was going to Yakumo? No, I thought so. Yakumo, heal up, man. Use your healing thing. In here. We're okay, we're okay. I think we're okay. Buddy? Just have to wake him up. Here, eat fireball. Boom. Pyro. And now we're completely boom. Finishing blow. Or not. Yeah, come on, got him. Good job, buddy. We stole his Labrys. Easy.
Is that a blood spray?
It's not easy. I've already had one playthrough of practice beyond this point. But the ranged playstyle could be fun. Bosses, every now and then bosses drop down to their knees and they've got a weak state. And if you're a melee, that's actually the ideal time to get some blasting damage into it. But as a caster, that's a good time to drain and get some mana back. And you're actually blasting away at the boss when they're not in that weak state. And then when they are in a weak state, it's like, yeah, get in there, get a few drains going on. Go back where you came from, is the message.
blood vein here leads to the old city ruins.
Huh? Wait, hold on a second. Shouldn't it lead from the old city ruins?
It does. It leads to and from.
Singing.
I know what he means
that?
though. It means that it should lead further outward and not back. I think the spring is in the middle of the city. Or like the source is in the middle of the city. Yeah, now we unlock Mia. And Mia's gonna press the button on the angel and lead us to an Orlando 2.0. This is Things Betwixt with spikes. The pineapple.
That's...
Much deja vu. That's a awesome sword. We want that sword.
It's him.
Careful.
It's
It's
Jack
the hunter.
Daniels.
Is that woman his partner?
Bunch of weirdo masochists.
I don't know what your story is, but let go of the woman. Now.
We're making some killer progress. I think we left like 90% of all the items in the level we just came from. So that's a thing. But I'm definitely going to get back to the point where I left off on my main playthrough pretty swiftly if we're going at this pace. And the core we unlock here is the another dark magic / poison core. Which is going to give me access to some more cool magical shit. So I'm going to become even more unstoppable. And I mean, with Yakumo's help, we can not be
What's the hunter
defeated.
doing here anyway? Red barrier and a singing girl? I don't understand any of it.
Yeah, this game's lore is complex, Yakumo. We have to get Vati on the case.
Hey, that's...
Darkseeker. Nameless successor. Features many battle-ready gifts, specializing in those that deal with venom. Cool. Tell me... Yeah... Okay, where? Ranger? Base mobility. I do like the quick base mobility. I wish there was a caster spec, or at least a willpower B+ or A scaling quick base mobility. And this is what I'm talking about. The oh, just like equip something that works then. Jeez. Too heavy? Okay, like go as light as possible. Takes a bit of effort. This situation. I like the idea of having a caster spec that can do this. That would be really cool. But so far, all the base mobility quick I found has been Ranger and that one Assassin spec. So it's more like a Dex thing than a caster thing. Oh, did you see that? Woo! Look at that elegance. Dashing forward and backward. Backward dashes with such elegance.
Sorry.
That's that looks so cool. But no. Oh, look at this. It's straight up better in every way except for mind. And what mine does is that it improves light spells, but if you're a ranged caster, you're going to be using willpower dark spells. This has B+, and Darkseeker also has B+. So I don't see why you would stay in, like, why you wouldn't be ranger or hunter if you're a caster. Don't see why. Curious, quite curious. Base mobility normal, not quick, but you know. Curious. I should jump on my main character and see if I don't have a, if I haven't unlocked a spec that does much better for casting. Because I don't know. The more vanilla things get, the less I like it, and I don't like how the best thing for caster is a hunter spec. It seems a bit off to me. I'll use what's the best, but that was a fun fight. Caster build is pretty fun. What time is it? Wait, when did I start this stream? Give me a sec. Yeah, I might stream for like another half hour. Then we stop at a good hour. Yeah, let's keep going for another half hour. Forgetting things in the zone doesn't matter. I can always return and pick them up as needs be. Well, let's inherit some of these gifts, yeah. A sanguine roar. Cost 6. Required B willpower. The hunter spec grants us the same level of willpower as this spec, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Weapon venom, full damage reduction, and venom shot. Cat ring. Sanguine roar. And this requires Darkseeker Vestige 1, and I guess there's 2 parts to the Darkseeker Vestige. Blood draining venom. Receive Ichor when enemies with a certain radius, within a certain radius take damage from venom. So when you poison enemies, you actually get Ichor. So I guess if you are dealing with a boss fight, you poison the boss. Doesn't cost much. It's free Ichor. Yeah, I guess there's one last thing to take into account for our spec. How much Ichor does the hunter have? 30 Ichor versus 24 Ichor. No way! This Darkseeker is supposed to be a caster spec, but it has less Ichor than the hunter. The hunter has 30 Ichor base, and it can go up to 50 Ichor. And the caster can go up to 54, yes. But it's worse in pretty much everything than the hunter. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I do need to be in Darkseeker to learn its ways. Full damage reduction. Yeah, after the stream I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna Google where the other hunter Darkseeker Vestige resides. Probably on the level we just were at. We've got Darkseeker Vestige Part B. We probably need Vestige Part A to combine and make that one full fragment. And that passive does look like a decent passive for boss fights, to be able to drain for free poison damage. Looks cool. Dark Impulse increases the effects of dark gifts while focused. Specifically good for fighting bosses. You avoid a couple of their attacks and then hit them where it hurts while you're focused with your strong magics. But it's It's definitely tricky because the focus only lasts for a short time, so this is not going to be as useful as the poison drain effect. Weird. Don't really care about Venom Trap, but well, I might as well master it while I'm in the spec here. Venom Shot will replace Bloodshot. Costs 1 more, but yeah, poison, good. Sanguine Roar, all good stuff. Oh no, this has to be you, yes. Damn. Getting powerful. What should I put here? Shots fired from weapons, sure. How much do you cost? Ow, 5 costs.
Bring it any time.
How long does it last? Not long enough to justify it costing 5. Unless you're really gonna be just... This is for if you're really just a ranger, not a mage. Because 5 costs. I could throw out one of these for that. Do 2,000 damage. We were doing like 1,500 damage. Or 1,500. New spell we unlocked looks like... Boom. Blood. Actually, yeah, probably Blood Element. Yeah, Blood. This one's fire, so... Yeah. Depending on what enemy we're fighting, maybe they're resistant to fire or resistant to blood. But I've got a bunch of different spells. Crush and fire. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. There's a bit too much fire going on. I think I should move to ice as well. I think once we get what's her face's skill situation, Mia's skills, incorporate ice. I think also that weird I'm just visiting guy also has ice. Yeah. Let's go back to base and talk to people. I'm pretty sure at this point everyone's gonna give us all of their things. Let's see. I'm missing your chat. I'll catch up on it. How much did you chat at me? Nightfall. 6 people? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of forced multiplayer. Oh yeah, let it die. I should probably go back and have a look at whatever's new in that thing. Apparently we've got a new season upon us. Kinda don't feel like it. I'd rather play Code Vein. Are you talking to yourself again? Well. Fake car crashes? Damn. Well.
Hi. Did you need...
I don't know when she gives you her skill situation.
I overheard you're able to read blood code. Fascinating.
Yes, give it to me.
It would be an honor for you to take mine. I'm curious to see how you handle it.
Strikes. A fine balance between melee attacks and a variety of useful... Yeah. I think that has ice spells attributed to it.
So, Louis seems to think awfully highly of you. If you want, you can use my... Don't get the... I consider this...
Give me all of your blood codes. Yeah, I see what you say, Speed Freak. But you shouldn't be telling me such personal information in a public forum of sorts. Mercury. I also want this for sprinting. I don't think you can get through Anor Londo without her sprinting passive. Sprinter. Reduces stamina drained by dashing. There's so much exploration going on. You really have to have this one. Otherwise you're gonna go even more crazy getting through that 2.0 Anor Londo. That's what we'll call it. 2.0 Anor Londo.
You saved me, but I have to do seconds.
Thank you.
Give me all of your blood things.
The hunter. Or at least you have...
Oh, you don't have one for
See
me?
you around.
What? How do you not have your blood thingy for me? How weird. That's weird. Didn't we get it when we went down to Blighttown? Huh. Maybe it's linked to zones, because I'm pretty sure we got his blood thing before we got Mr. I'm just visiting his blood situation. And have we unlocked Mia? Did I skip the cutscene?
I've got a whole series. Come again.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Mia shows up. Yeah, she shows up at the fish lady. Oh. Oh, damn. So we're far from unlocking Mia because I have to go down to Blighttown to get her. Well, damn.
What is it?
Let's look at the vestige situation. Darkseeker A and B for blood draining venom. Yeah, that is a passive I do want. Hermes. I haven't looked at his skill situation yet. Okay, I can get all Prometheus and Hunter. And when I've got Prometheus 2 and 3, Hunter 1 and 2, then I'll gain access to Hunting Feast and Eternal Blade Dance.
Take care.
I want to know how much Hunting Feast costs. Damn, I have to be at the Fizzle to find out. Well, of course, that's bad for... Let's see. I thought he had some kind of ranged spell. Frost Spike. It's in the light tree though. It is ice damage. Requires Sea of Mind. C is a decent stat requirement. It's not C plus or B or B plus. That's something to worry about. The higher a required stat, there's a possibility you can't use it if you're in the wrong spec. And it is Mind, and we'll be focusing on willpower as we're dealing with range damage most of the time. But this being a light spell means that we have to think about it scaling off of Mind while we're mostly focusing on willpower. So that could be an issue. We don't have to master any other of his stuff though. Focus gauge consumed by attacks while you're focused, doesn't matter. Increases the chance items dropping from enemies. Really? Oh, that could be useful for farming. Huh. Shockwave. Stun removal. Cures you and your partner of stun. Odd. Yeah, actually the only thing he's got that I want is Frost Spike. It's just like that ice flame attack. Yeah, the flame attack. Also had Pierce and Flame, relatively low cost and cooldown. In which build was it? The Ranger? Yeah, here it is. There it is. Pierce fire, sea, mind. Oh, it's also light. Damn. Okay. Sea requirement, mind, pierce fire, 4 cost, 5-second cooldown. So I guess other people were gonna have a random spell of one of the 3 main elements. So Kevin's firebolt, Hermes' ice spike, and then we're gonna find a character electric based who's gonna have like an electric situation, an electric attack. Have these been learned yet? I think they have. Great. Easy. Not much work to do. Damn, that means we can't go down Orlando yet, because Mia is not in our party, so we do have to go down to Blight Town. But it is crazy that we have access to all of these spells. So the main thing you'd get for going, you know, not the beaten path, is you are able to completely level up Prometheus and Hunter and Darkseeker. So have Prometheus, Hunter and Darkseeker completely leveled up, and I guess this will give you also Hermes' skill thing, which you also wouldn't have at that point. So you get Hermes' skill, and you can completely level up 2 good caster specs. So this path is really good for a caster if you go early to the hills. I wonder if the other part is better for melee. It's good for dex. You find some good dex items, and the boss drops a good dex halberd. Yeah, I guess we'll carry on in the other direction. Master the frost spike thingamajig. Poison thing. No. Bloody impact. Put you over here. So like so, and then you can go like that, and B in willpower. Do we not have B willpower? C willpower this thing has. Huh. Okay. What's good about this spec? Movement, mobility normal. Strikes a fine balance between melee attacks and a variety of useful gifts. Don't care about it. Let's go. Oh, you're gone? Well, that was sneaky. See you around, Speed Freak. Yeah, for some reason your chat is not popping up on my PlayStation screen. What is up with that? I keep missing people's chats. Like my PlayStation's just like with blinders on, and it doesn't give me any feedback, and then all of a sudden there's 20 lines of chat that I've missed. Yeah. I'll Google where the second Dark Caster or whatever it's called, where the second one of those is, so I can get that passive skill that I wanted. But for now we'll carry on where we probably should be. And the outer crossroads is where I thought the vendor was, but he's actually not there. He's at the city ruins entrance. The old world vendor. At least that's where we left him, Mr. Shang Tsung. Yeah, so another a couple of fun animes that are kind of related to this situation. Castlevania, well, Netflix's Castlevania, Black Butler, maybe. Sebastian is kind of like the vampires here, just an overpowered character. Of course, Helsing OVM. Trinity Blood, which has this like ascended type of vampire, like a vampire is stronger than normal vampires. That's an interesting series. I've never managed to get through it though without falling asleep for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's like episode 2 or 3 that like slows down a bit. Don't know if it gets better. Tokyo Ghoul, Shiki, God Eater,
Wild out there.
and Devil May Cry, and Blood Sea. Blood Sea is great. You want to see one of the bloodiest animes? Blood Sea. That's your card. Are you Shang? You are not Shang. So we went to the wrong place.
This is a better place to fight.
You're not Shang. Wrong place. So I got it wrong. Shang must be in the other place.
Making sure your gear is good.
Scaling. C++. I guess you're the second best option. I've only got to be in that until I've mastered specifically Frostspike. Alright, better install everything useful. There we go. Off we go.
Don't run too far ahead.
There was a map I missed on my main character. You can find it in these tunnels. Straight after you beat the first boss, these tunnels will take you to the next area, and we're traveling backwards in the game now. Next to this Joker, you find a map, and I totally walked past it on my main character. Don't know how I did it, but yeah, there's another dungeon that you can see early on. Okay, so this is where Shang resides. And sure enough, he's still here. He didn't disappear.
Greetings. I have a lovely selection today.
So,
If you have
acquire
any materials
valuables.
from the old world, I can give you valuables in exchange.
There we go. And we do have 6 old world materials. They all cost the same amount. I don't know if it's important to have like a diversity of materials or if it doesn't matter at all. There's no like long animation on purchasing them though, so you can kind of just like count up your stacks and see, distribute it all evenly if you feel like it. There we go.
I'd like you to dig up some rare materials from the area in the depths marked on the map.
You want some rare materials in an area of the depths he marked on our map. So he gives us the first dungeon, the map to the depths, and then Hermes, who is just visiting, gives us the ability to teleport to the depths. And this is another thing I didn't find on my main. I just didn't walk down this path. Like, you come from the left, here's a boss fight, your first boss fight, you fight David, Kevin, Jason, I forget, I don't even remember what his name is. And after the boss fight you can carry on in this direction, and that's where I went. I didn't even go left, I didn't check that place out. But this just takes you right back to the very start of the game. You can kick down this ladder and it'll take you right here. This is where you start the game. And it looks like I forgot to open from the other side. Get out of here. Yakumo. Crawling up his ass and out his mouth on the other side. Are you okay?
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Well, yeah. So you get your first map from Shang Tsung here. And then you head forward through the tunnels. And then the first crossroads in the tunnels you go left. And there's your second map. So pretty much almost instantly after defeating the first boss you have access to do dungeons. Curiously. And I don't know what happens if you complete Shang's quest because I forgot to talk to him again on my main character, so yeah, that's a thing. We're just gonna head further on into Blighttown though. Eventually get Mia. And then with Mia unlocked, she'll give us access to 2.0 Anor Londo. Bane of my existence, bane of my sanity. Not that there's much left of that anyways. There's a couple of long corridors leading to new zones, and whenever you walk through them, there's this suspicious texture, like weird texture clipping and texture issues. I've got a feeling these long corridors... Oh, did you see that? I turned back. I came from here and I turned back and the game thought, oh, he's going to the other place. Yeah, I believe these tunnels are completely to disguise the loading of the next area. And they make these tunnels as long as possible so the game has a lot of time to load in the next area. And we just threw back the curtain. We see the Wizard of Oz. We see the Pretenders. So yeah, we reached our destination, and my act of turning back and heading back into the tunnel prompted the game to believe that we were done with this zone, and it started loading the next zone. And then we came back and it's like, oh shit, he actually does want this zone. Well, this zone is it started to unravel and unload while we're loading in the previous zone again. So I guess, well, stop him. Don't let him walk off the edge of the world that is not loaded yet. The apocalypse, the apocalyptic state of the game world, which is also an apocalyptic state. And this guy wants us to defeat some tough cookie. And I don't know how far you have to get through this zone for these NPCs to start showing up, but at some point upon revisiting this area, you'll see new NPCs show up on the map with the plus sign next to the character also on the map, which will give you a quest.
Finally, I woke up and everything was in sham. I have no mask, but there's a monster around. Please do.
Yes, we will kill this monster for you. There it is. Kill it.
You have to take whatever you can use.
Your monster is dead.
Taking down a monster like that. Incredible. I've forgotten so much. The last thing I recall is the city falling apart. Yeah. Those huge, awful horror. If I go back there, I might remember.
Yay. A regen inducer. I like those things. Let's put it next to my healing situation. That'll do. Bloodstained stake. Use disperse. All of your haze will be lost. Transport you to the location. I should remove that from the bar every time, because what the hell? What would happen if you accidentally use that? Bloodstained stake. Yeah, this is your dark sign. Why do you have a dark sign on a quick bar? Surely you would only use the dark sign when all hope is lost. You wouldn't need it on a quick bar because you'd be so stuck. You'd have plenty of time to think about what you're doing. You can easily go into your menu, find the stake, stab the heart. Then you can finish it. So we can. Ow! Just dodge. Oh really? I can't even reach that range.
Bring it anytime.
Okay. You know, in some ways, casters are stronger than rangers. Though, like, I don't know. I think it's the gun's fault. This thing, maybe it's got low range because it's a shotgun style. You also have like sniper style guns, Boom. Miss me.
Should find better ground. How's this?
Kind of wasting time running back. I don't really. Hey. Stop it. Oh shit. Ooh, yeah. That's fun to do. Oh, knockdown. That could be like not half bad for a caster actually, having a wee knockdown to get enemies away from you. Considering you're my
Demonstrated your skills nicely.
my tank, so I'll heal you a little bit. Damn, I'm much better at parrying with the claw, but I don't like the claw. Dilemma. Good job.
Be prepared for an ambush.
I think we're seriously feeling the impact of not using those strong caster close. Oh nice, okay.
Pick up something we can use?
Wait a minute. We are past curfew. I think... Yeah, is there anything crazy gonna happen soon? Nah, I don't think so. Well, was gonna make it a short stream. Kinda pointless. What we're doing now, like, yeah, this is just an intermission. This is in between streams. Really no point of existing. I just figured I wanted to let people know, if you're watching this playthrough, I did lose some footage, not knowing how long I could stream. YouTube captures 12 hours, I streamed 15 hours, and in those last 3 hours we saw some very important story stuff. And so I must level up my ults and bring them to the point where we left off in the previous stream to carry on with the story, because the exposition and the lore was too important in the game world to ignore some important missing stuff. So yeah, next time I stream we'll start off probably the beginning of the Queen's Dream. We'll jump back into it there. Have a small rollback. I'll show off the starting of the dream, the waking up, and well, not waking up, but like, you know, you dream. It's not a dream, it's a memory. Well, waking up in the memory. From that point onwards, we'll keep going. I'll replay the complete memory, but you know, I was lost last time. This time, at least, I've got a mental map of how everything. How the layout of the level is, so I'm not going to be running around as lost as I was last time. I guess that's the problem with a blind playthrough, right? You get lost, you get stuck, can't figure things out straight away. But yeah, we'll be running back into that, and it'll be, I guess, interesting to see those few couple of tricky encounters and bosses in the caster playstyle, caster perspective. Gives me the opportunity to learn more of the game's intricacies, the game mechanics and stuff, and I'm not looking forward to it. So I am kind of, yeah, well, I am enjoying the game, so this gives me an excuse to play much further into the game without, you know, well, off stream. So yeah, actually, well, I might just carry on streaming on Wednesday, actually. I may continue it on Wednesday instead of next weekend. We'll see. It depends what's going on Wednesday. Might carry on Wednesday. Otherwise it'll be this weekend. But I'm looking forward to carrying on and seeing where the story leads and how far we are into the game. I still have no clue. No clue. But the videos are starting to pop up everywhere. YouTube. The Democracy has already got his Code Vein bosses ranked from easiest to hardest. And there's a, I don't know who did it, but there's a all cutscenes of Code Vein video on YouTube, which is like 2 hours or 3 hours long, which gives me hope that there's still a decent a bit of content that we have yet to experience. The more the merrier. I'm really enjoying the game, enjoying getting into a new, like, this is the Dark Souls experience all over again, man. It's like you're jumping into this game and like, what the hell, how does this work, how does that work? Figuring everything out, trying to solve all these issues. Of course, you know, the basic Soulsian muscle memory is there. Dodging, blocking, parrying to some extent, like the basics. Not my first rodeo. Enjoy the Souls likes. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. Hope you enjoyed this intermission, this middle episode. Kind of a crack in time. Well, yeah, we'll continue where we left off, kind of, next time. Catch that Schrodinger's cat by the tail. So, take care. Take care, and see you next time.